If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. His throw incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams when a mistake.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Going right back to Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
It was a bit of an adjustment for Kenny Galladay in 2021, his first year in New York, and with new quarterback Daniel Jones. His mission, get back to his Pro Bowl form here in 2022 and avoid similar struggles. That catch right there, a nice way to get going.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley,
his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point try, good ball, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Jones on first down. That's caught by Galladay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 4th down, Jones.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point try, good ball, get it away. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott got a man. It's Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, there would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Fourth down, Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to run now. Zeke, and now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
when he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tenth carry now for Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Gabe Neighbors.
A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Jones gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Jones to Galladay, first down, Giants.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants!
Kenny Galladay
From 19 yards away.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Elliott. And some room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's got his man downfield. That's Galladay. Kenny Galladay. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gano the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
201 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Prescott off play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, Prescott here to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
They'll get this to Elliott.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,